What's going on, y'all? Agent WD-40 here. Man, I hope you guys' 2026 is going pretty good, even though we're only into day 2 or day 3 here. Yeah, usually I'm up on TikTok and every other places, Rumbles, BitChutes, and everywhere else, and I've been trying to avoid, YouTube, because who knows what you can post anymore. So, I'm going to try a new video because numerous people tell me I need to get back up on the YouTube. So, here we are. Today, we're going to take a look at why are men staying single? Men like myself, and I guess apparently, 82% of men here in America are staying single now? And the only thing I can think is, women have opened our eyes as men with social media. They come out on here all the time flexing and acting like they're big time baddies. Half of them ain't even worth looking at, for real. But yeah, you guys make your own decision out there. And you women out here watching this video too, this is what us men see. And this is why we're staying single. Well, at least personally, this is why I'm staying single. So, let's take a look at this first peach. This right here, this tells men we want to stay single. We want nothing to do with this dating scene anymore. But listen to this peach.
I would never date a broke man. It's so fucking pathetic as a man to be broke. That is your one job, to provide and protect. And you're gonna let me pay for anything around you? But not even be friends with a guy who makes me pay for it. You're a man, bro. And you're gonna watch a girl buy a coffee in front of you? You don't have $7? Like...
Women like this will never respect you, man.
Look at that. You see that? She said, if you're a man standing at a Starbucks, first off, you ain't a real man standing at no Starbucks getting your little fifi little coffees. Let's be honest here. Real men buy their coffee at, honestly, some of the worst places in the world. Gas stations, Buc-ee's, Casey's, Quick Trips. We drink our coffee black. We don't do none of that little foo-foo stuff. And here's another thing. If I don't know you, girl, I wouldn't give you $1, let alone 7 of them. I'm not buying your coffee. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you've been. So no, I'm not paying for nothing. That'd be like me paying for some complete stranger's things. I don't think so. World don't work like that. See, I stay single because I want to avoid women like this. The ones that think, their stuff don't stink. And, it used to be a rap song about it in the 2000s. What's this called? Roses? If y'all know, you know. It's by Outkast. He did it right when he was talking about women. So, let's move on to the next, little baddie.
Guys get so offended when you call them a boy. Like, I'm not a boy, I'm a man. You're actually a bitch. I was just trying to be nice.
That's kind of funny. Because in the dog kingdom, what do you think they call a female dog? And I mean, honestly, you can look at this picture right now in this video and tell she's got 500 filters on this TikTok right here. Guarantee you. So she ain't even legit to begin with. She probably weighs 3, 4, 5 tons. Then she's got all the skinny filters on. She got the clown makeup on. She making Krusty the Clown look good. I'm gonna be honest with you. Women have got to realize something. You guys are failing in a lot of ways. You're not going to get dates because you're wore out. Yeah, for you older guys out there, you know what I'm saying about she's wore out. To you younger guys, well, you'll find out on your own what we're talking about. This is a wore out girl. She's probably in her 30s, fixing to turn grandma. She can't get a man because she demands too much stuff. She thinks all men ought to put her on a pedestal. Then I hate to tell you, but it's not the 1960s no more. You women went and ran your mouth so much that we just said, you know what? Fine, we're done with you. And what do you got? What do you women all go do to us, man? Well, he must be gay then. Actually, I think a lot of men would probably prefer to be gay before we'd go get on top of something like this. Let's roll the next flip. Oh, dear Lord. Whoo!
I've had one DM since that video I posted about me putting in applications for a husband. Everything was a green flag. Everything, right? But it was one red flag that made me hit the block button. He said he don't cook. How two people that don't cook gonna be together? He says all he eats is Vienna sausages. I said, that's what I basically eat, Vienna sausages and noodles. I can't eat that with you all the time. I need somebody that's gonna be able to cook me dinner.
Can you believe the wrinkle rolls on this one? She all acting like all she eats is Vienna sausages. And them damn things are yummy, by the way. For being a boomer mill. Yummy, yummy. Or I guess a wartime mill. Forgot what Vienna sausages was. Maybe somebody can correct me on that. But look at her. Look at this girl right here. She talking about if the man can't cook, then she don't want to be with him. Well, why can't you cook? What does it matter if a man or the woman cooks? You're an adult. You mean to tell me all you can cook is Vienna sausages and some ramen? And honey, let's be honest here. You ain't missed a meal in 2 minutes. Yeah, you got you on stock in Burger King, Sonic, and everywhere else. The more these women talk, the more grateful I am for being single. Let's flip the next flip. Uh-oh. I'm gonna call it right here without even seeing the video. And by the way, all these videos that I've got, that you guys are seeing right now, all these have been sent to me through TikTok. So, and I ain't really viewed them yet. I think there's one or two I viewed. Like the very first one we saw in this video, I viewed. But I'm gonna take a prediction right here and say this is a liberal woman. Bet you. It's something in the eyes, the hairstyle, the clothes they're wearing. It's not classy. All this indicates a liberal woman. So let's see if I'm right.
On December 23rd, my family told me I was no longer invited to Christmas because they don't like my significant other. I just unwrapped all their presents and I thought I'd do a haul showing what I would have given everybody.
Wow.
So this would have been for my brother. This is the Stanley cooler with the matching Stanley tumbler.
I guarantee she went to Christmas. These were all the gifts that the family gave her and her significant other that she don't like. Apparently married some guy she don't like, I guess, because that somehow works. But I guarantee this is all, I bet you, the presents from her family, and she's trying to show out. And her flex is not flexing, just to let you know. Let's continue on with what I'm sure is a skit.
This is a new release and he really likes black and gold, so that's why I had gotten that for him. And then I have two sisters. They are twins. For each of them, I got the Love Shack Fancy tumblers. And to go with it, they each got the jet packs, these Stanley jet packs. I thought they matched and they were really pretty.
Okay, so you don't have to watch all the cheap dollar store stuff that supposedly she bought for her family. My God. She is so broke, it's ridiculous. How do you dog out your family on Christmas? Are you such a crappy person that even your family don't want you around? Really? That says a lot about you, honey. And I'm going to tell you right now, you women out there, us men, we kind of want you around on the holidays with our family or with your family or both put together. But a lot of you women right now are choosing not to be a family, which I don't get that. You're good with going out and spreading the 304, but you don't want to be home and be a good, decent person. It just makes no sense. And again, we look at her. Absolutely no class whatsoever. Even her house is dumpy. Let's move off to the next flip. Flip! Uh-oh. This woman created a fake profile and she pretended to be 14 years old to young boys. Man, this was when? Today? Holy, let's hear this story. This can't be good for all womankind, especially considering all women say that it's only us men that are that do well, you know, this word right here, the essaying. It's funny. They say no women in history has ever went down for this. Well, this man right here found a story. He finds quite a lot of stories, to be honest with you. There we go.
This is 23-year-old Florida woman Alyssa Zinger, and she is behind bars after investigators say that she posed as a 14-year-old girl on social media to lure teenage boys into encounters. Apparently, Alyssa created fake profiles on Snapchat and TikTok and pretended to be a homeschooled teenager, and then used that identity to contact boys as young as 13 years old. Detectives started with one
13.
victim, and over the next few months, they uncovered at least 4 more. Zinger was first arrested back in November and charged with several counts of lewd and lascivious battery and molestation, but she was released on pretrial conditions, meaning that they just let her basically walk out. But last week she was arrested again after investigators uncovered even more disturbing evidence, and her new charges include cyber harassment, possession of CSAM, and sending CSAM electronically. In court, the judge denied her bond and told her flat out that she didn't seem to grasp the seriousness of what she'd done. The judge said that she was the adult in every single situation and that nothing about these encounters was acceptable. Prosecutors also pointed out that some of the boys had documented parts of the encounters, but emphasized that the responsibility is entirely on hers because of her age. They are children, she is not.
There you have it. The proof that, yes, women do the same thing that some men do. And maybe it's a human thing. I don't know. But you women can't sit out here and say that it's only men that do this type of stuff. Some of you women out there, you're kind of sick too. You know, everything in life's a two-way street. Let's go to the next one. Oh, this one's sickening right here. Guarantee this one's liberal.
Breaking news. Everybody in the government is doing illegal shit. That's right, Rebecca, and nobody will be held accountable for any of it. More at 7.
No, the only bad thing about that one is, well, it kind of was the truth. But the sad thing is can we get on TikTok or social media for one time? Just one time, one day, 24 hours, just a little 24 hours. And I want to make this a challenge for all women out there that's hearing this. I got a challenge for you. Just for 24 hours. How about you say positive things on social media instead of getting on every time you make a video complaining about something? Man, that would be a switch. So, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Hit me down in the comments. We can have a chat. Male or female. It don't matter. Tell me what y'all think. Is this part of the reason why us men are staying single? Or is us men we just figured out that when we don't date, we could watch our wallets get fat and our bank accounts stack. There ain't no man on earth ever been able to say that until now. So I'm going to leave you guys with this one last video. Maybe it'll sum it all up for everybody in general. So this is Agent WD-40, baby. Like always, I'm out this beer.
I'm done, Cole. I spoke to a lawyer. I want half of everything.
Half? You mean half of the debt? Because that's mostly what we own.
Don't play dumb. The house, the cars, the investments, I know what you make.
The house has 10% equity. The rest is owned by the bank. You want half the mortgage payments too?
It doesn't matter. It's a no-fault state. The judge will give me alimony.
We've been married 3 years. Alimony is for long-term dependents, not a lottery ticket for a short ride.
I supported your dreams. I sacrificed my best years.
Sacrifice? You lived rent-free, drove a leased Rover, and didn't work. That's not sacrifice. That's a vacation.
My lawyer is going to destroy you. He costs $500 an hour.
And who do you think is paying for him? My credit card. You're burning the pile you're trying to steal.
Take half the furniture, take the leased car, just sign the papers. I'm buying my freedom.
You're just going to let me walk away? You don't even fight for us?
I don't fight for hostages. I negotiate their release. The money I can make back, the time I spent on this drama, that's gone forever. Freedom is expensive, but regret costs even more.
This is to the